Hey, my friends, I am your friend Kevin. Welcome to all of you, and thank you for being here. This is your divine inspiration message for today. All right, so we are in a universal angel numerology day number 3, which is where you add up today's date and you get a double digit number and you reduce it down to a single digit, which is number 3. Gentle guidance is the mode and the theme of the day. Messages, not only from the ascended masters like Jesus, Kuan Yin, Melchizedek, all of those that have gone before us that bring us messages, as well as the past loved ones, your parents, your grandparents, anyone that you've cared about that have ascended into spirit. The biggest theme is it's a reminder that everything's fine, everything's okay, and to remind us that we're here for an adventure of fun, an adventure of great inspiration. It's about being artistic, being creative, being inspiring, and being imaginative, as well as playful. It's a really good idea to get centered, get clear, and meditate on a number 3 day. The 3 of Cups, or the 3 of Water if you are in one of Radley Valentine's decks, or the 3 of Summer if you're using his Fairy Tarot deck. It's working with the Hermit or the Moon, Archangel Haniel, bringing in Archangel Azrael, Gabriel, Raziel, Jophiel, and Zadkiel on a number 3 day to bring us that divine wisdom. Now, I've chosen the Happier Me affirmation, which is, I am strong and resilient. Think of a situation when you showed strength. How did you feel? How did you recover? Acknowledge that every situation you surpass only makes you stronger and more resilient. We are going through, some would call, big, monumental changes, catastrophic changes on a global scale, which creates mischief, mayhem, some might call it madness. It's a time of great healing. I've added this deck, which is a brand new deck by Kyle Gray, put out by Hay House, the Angelic Activations Oracle. The inner beings, which is talking about these energetic shifts. This is a time of healing and change. Old energies are being released. This isn't a call to discard traditions, but to reflect on what you've learned and to flow with whatever causes you to grow. You're being called to be open and aware to new information that's being revealed to you. This is a pivotal time for a new phase of your particular journey. Activation is I create space for learning something new. We have Katumi that's been with us all week long. This is a master that ascended up, and he was pivotal in theological studies. He comes this week to bring us an initiatory, God, that's the word, experience. Your current situation is initiating the gifts you've got. One of the things I like about Katumi is when we begin to channel the divine masters, when we begin to work with the elementals, the ascended ones, the archangels, the beings for inner realms, we have to be discerning. We have to be clear with our intentions. What is your intention with the wisdom that you're gaining and gathering? if the intention is for your own highest good and the highest good of mankind, you're on the right pathway. You're following something that's in your heart and on your heart. If your intention is just simply that you elevate, that you move forward, and to heck with anyone else, well, that can be your intention, and there's an awful lot of that going on. But when you come from light, when you come from love, when you come from ascension, when you come from a lifted space where you have this desire, this, I want to help. I want to go out there and do whatever I can for other people, as well as myself, then you're coming from a good place and you'll likely be supported. My isms, magnificent plans are always coming together. Yes, they are. I am with my inner being, and everything is wonderful. Now, you cannot be with anybody else's inner being. You can only be with yours, which is why your inner being knocks the door and says, hey, come on, listen up. We're here to help you. The other ism is I am open to new opportunities and the universe supports my dreams. Sometimes when we turn a corner and that corner happens to lead us into somewhere that is, not sure where I am. I'm a little bit discombobulated. I'm not really sure what direction I'm going in, which is likely what many people are facing. Then you go to guidance and wisdom. Well, one card shot out, which we'll read. Gertrude and Beatrice this morning are in their sacred space. Their sacred space is a little clearing in the middle of a magical, enchanted forest. I believe these two energies are elementals in spirit form. They have deer around them. They have rabbits. They have the wildlife around them. And it's a reminder that all life forms are to be honored. They're to be given space. And you can look up animal totems. This is Beatrice saying, look up some animal totems if you want to. There's a wonderful book called Animals Speak. I've forgotten the author, otherwise I'd give them credit. There are many, many, many books on the spiritual symbolism of wild ones. You may be seeing flocks of birds, particularly ravens or crows, jackals. You may be seeing odd wildness, bears, all kinds of different groups of animals that are gathering in places you wouldn't expect them. That's an indication that our realms, the wildlife realms and the humanity are kind of like blending together. For the longest time, mankind has created subdivisions and developments in rural areas, people seeking more space, more land, more whatever to live. Well, we're encroaching on nature's boundaries. We're encroaching on Mother Nature's neighborhoods, and Mother Nature is saying, I don't know about this. There's some things about this I'm not really sure about. And Mother Nature can wield her, I'm fanning these out. I think I'm going to choose this card here. Mother Nature is choosing her wrath if you're not kind to the elementals. Right, let's see what two cards. This one shot out. Oh, look. So I pause because I sit and talk about these things, the elementals, and it just flows, and here comes Mother Earth. Feel loved, feel comforted. Now, Mother Earth here is represented by a woman who is with child, and she's looking after all of us when we look after her. It's a bit like we are all one energy coming together to move and to shift into some wonderful places. Let's see what the fairies brought. And this is the she-wolf. The she-wolf is unleash the wild within you. That really is working with all these elemental energies. The bears. And the she-wolf is basically howling at the moon. And Mother Earth is like, it's perfectly okay to do that. To understand a little bit more about nature. To understand that even in my own personal world, a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago, this one fabulous little female cat showed up. I call her Cleo. Now, Cleo's a bit of a madam. Um, um, she is, bit of an alley cat. She, she likes to bring her affection towards me, but she does not want me touching her. Yeah, no. She hisses and carries on like a banshee woman, but that's okay. I respect her boundaries. If you go to Pat Blocker's YouTube, um, Animal Speak, I think it's called, she talks about that. October the 12th, wherever the moon is, which is in Aquarius, that's today's date. It's a noteworthy day where Pluto starts to move forward again and will soon re enter Aquarius. Now, this means big changes for humanity. Meanwhile, there's a massive healing going on, which makes this a great day to get some healing. So, what does that mean for all of us and for you? We all really want to be healed. We all really want to feel better about things. And it might seem like there's not a whole lot going on. You may be looking at things that are no longer working. You might be saying, I don't get any help here. This is changing. You may have been reaching out for people and saying, I've been on the phone with somebody for several hours and no one's picking up the phone. It's okay. Nothing is going to fall off. Eventually, what is meant to happen will happen. There's a big shift going on everywhere. Doesn't necessarily mean it's terrible. Yes, I put my hand up. That's difficult to say to somebody who lost everything. And that loss, those losses, whether you live in the areas of Montana that are being ravaged by fires, or the areas of California that are being ravaged by fires, or here in North Carolina that have been ravaged by hurricanes, or down in Florida that are now pretty much underwater, or over in the Middle East where you don't know if you're going to wake up to a bomb going off. Yes, I'm not discounting the planet, humanity, that need for controlling other people. And if we can't control them, then we're going to annihilate them. No. If you're here and you're working more towards love and towards light, towards creativity, towards truth, towards wisdom, you're part of the fabric, part of that strength, part of that resilience, part of that leading edge of something brand new, something exciting, something healing going on. And that's necessarily what should be put in place. Gratitude, respect, integrity, trust, understanding. I learned a long time ago when I was going through my teaching, we have to have a breakdown for a breakthrough to occur. It's not easy to go through the breakdown. Think about it. Things do have to come to an end. I've used that analogy where a trapeze artist way up in the air has to let go of one swing and for a brief minute be unsupported by anything before grabbing the next swing and then going back over into safety. A bridge has to cross something, the Great Divide, a great water, a great canyon, whatever that is. There's a piece of people who are crossing a bridge to the other side. This is all a part of a journey, part of a big adventure. How do you navigate that? How do you know for sure? You go in here, your inner being, your higher self. You're always with your inner being, and everything's wonderful. Having these light beings remind you to be open to learning brand new things. When I began to work on breaking down the old and coming from a place of curiosity, not judgment, coming from a place of that's interesting, like this whole new technology, AI, kind of a new buzzword. It's okay. I kind of get it, and then I don't. I like the creativity of writing. I like the creativity of channeling information and then writing it out and seeing what happens. I like this organic way of bringing you a message that then pull the cards and it says, oh, we were just talking about the elementals, respect to nature, and Mother Earth said, oh, yes, you were, and I was here listening to you. That is divine intelligence. We say here in the woo-woo world, you can't make it up. Get creative today, whatever that looks like. Go out in nature today if that's you've got time to do it. Be with those people that you love. Express it. And if you come across somebody who looks like they may be going through it, I do it all the time, smile at them. And ask them, make eye contact with them. How's your day going? Are you okay? That's all you have to do. Somebody might look at you like, well, what is she on? What is he on? What are they doing? It's okay. But the intention, that energy is flowing through you. And they may not respond, and they may be like, oh, but they'll remember it. Kindness is becoming something that we have to adopt. Kindness will lead you into the healing. The healing comes from in here. And the good you do comes back to you. And with that, I'm going to be quiet now and say thank you so much for tuning in. I would like you to like, subscribe, get this word out there, and get this channel expanded. Until tomorrow, big love. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information, and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.